Hi, and congratulations on your 2018 and a half Nissan Micra SV. I know this is going to be a great car for you. This car is like a tank. It'll get you through just about anything, and it's small enough to park just about anywhere. It's a lot of fun to drive and handles amazingly. We're going to go through the features on this. It is slightly different than the one from the first half of 2018. So let's have a look at what you got for your features. And then if you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can call, text, email, or stop by. Alright, as we look at the new screen on the Micra, 2018, about halfway through, they added a backup camera to all of the Nissan Micras, and as a result we have a beautiful 7-inch touchscreen display, which gives us all of our options here. So across the bottom, I've got my options for my music. Because we now have this beautiful new screen on the Micra, you can now stream through Bluetooth. So this car will do everything that you want it to now. If we go into our settings, we can set up a phone by going into connections and then hit add new. Follow the prompts on the screen and it's very easy to set up. We're going to optimize your sound settings just so that you get the best quality sound. And we're going to make sure that your speed sensitivity volume is up all the way. That way when you go from residential to highway, you're not going to have to worry about upping the volume on the radio. Everything is going to happen for you automatically. The final thing that we are going to do in here is we're going to fix our clock, because right now it's off. So we're going to press on clock, we're going to set manually, and we're going to increase up to 4:45. And then we're going to press OK, and everything is set. As we get closer to daylight savings time, all you got to do is come in and press that to turn it on, and you see my hour increases right away. And then in the fall, when daylight savings time turns off, we just turn that back off and your clock goes back. I can press my audio button to get right back to my radio, and I've got all my presets here. I have 12 presets for my FM. I have everything here. Now, one thing that is missing from the new Micra is a CD player, but as I mentioned, you now have Bluetooth streaming capability. If I go to our main menu, I see all of my options here. So I've got AM, FM. For USB, which I'll show you in a moment because we have added a USB port, you have to have something plugged in. You've got Bluetooth, auxiliary, then we've got our phone, which I don't have any connected yet, connections and settings. So we're going to put it back to our audio and have a look down here. So this is still the same. We still have our climate control for where our airflow is going to go, how high our fan is, and the temperature. I've got my rear defrost right here, which does activate the heated side mirrors that are in this. And I've got my air conditioning over here. Now right now I'm on fresh air. If I have this set for air conditioning, I do want to be over on recycled air. Next up, we're going to have a look at the steering wheel, and then we're going to check out the new USB ports. So my steering wheel looks very similar. Over here, I've still got my cruise control. So I can turn it on or off here, and when I turn it on my screen, on my dash, I see it says cruise. From there, I can tap down to set my cruise. I can tap up to resume if I've had to cancel it. Or if the cruise is already set, I can tap down to reduce the speed or up to increase the speed. And then, of course, I have my cancel button. On the left side of my steering wheel, down on the bottom here, I've got my Bluetooth hands-free. So this bottom button is going to answer a call or hang up. This top button is what's going to allow me to make an outbound call. I can also change my audio with this button here as well. These buttons here are going to allow me to control the volume on my radio.
For $42 million. Connecticut-based Whedon Health.
Right here, this button is going to allow me to go through my presets. So if I come across here and I put it on preset 1, and now I'm going to tap up on this, and I see it going through my presets. If I tap down, it goes back. Finally, the source button here is going to switch from AM to FM to USB to Bluetooth and auxiliary and back to AM. So absolutely everything to do with my audio can be controlled right from the steering wheel right here, all with the push of a thumb while keeping my hands on the wheel and my eyes face forward. Down below here, along with my 12-volt power port, I now have USB and auxiliary. So I no longer need an adapter to be able to charge my phone. I can just plug right into there and charge it, or I can plug a thumb drive full of music in there and just stream music right from my USB port. It's a great feature and a really nice addition on the Micra. Over on the left here we've got our mirrors. So I just set it to whichever side I want and then adjust the mirror. Once I'm done, I'm going to want to set it back to the center so I don't accidentally move my mirror. This button here is to turn off my traction control, which I recommend just leaving alone unless you're familiar with driving with that off. So there you have it. That's the features on your 2018 and a half Nissan Micra SV. I hope you enjoy this car as much as I know that you will. This is an amazing little car. It'll turn on a dime. I love the way it handles, I love the way it drives, and I love that you can park it just about anywhere that you want to park it. It is a little tank, it has great safety features, and will hold up very well. If you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to call, text, email, or stop into O'Regan's Nissan Dartmouth. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that I can for you. And in the meantime, enjoy your new Micra. I look forward to seeing you. If you're in service, please stop by and say hello, or I'll stop by and say hello if I see you. And I look forward to dealing with you again when the time comes for a new vehicle.